Hey guys, Miss Fisk here. Just coming to give you a little bit more direction about our upcoming ecosystems project, which will be something that we work on for the next 3 weeks. So please, please, please don't stress and feel like you have to do everything this week. My goal this week is just for you to really get some knowledge about ecosystems from a video that I sent. And then also just start exploring yours. And remember that all of your take-home folders, they have your particular ecosystem written down in it after you chose. So I want you to refer to this sheet, and I'll talk a little bit about this. This is basically the sheet that you're going to use to start researching your particular ecosystem. So for example, if you chose the desert, you would write desert right here where it says ecosystem. And then you're going to be thinking about the different categories, and we'll kind of briefly go over those and talk about them to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what you'll be researching. So you're going to go to a safe search engine like Kiddle.co. And remember, on Kiddle, the cool part is you guys can type in a question and it will answer it for you. But just be patient and remember that you have to read the link, which is in blue, and see if it is something that is helpful to you. Because just because you type in a question doesn't mean that it's automatically the first thing going to pull up what your question was. You also want to make sure that you're reading that descriptive information that is not behind, but below the link, so that you're able to understand a little bit more about what that website's going to be like. You want to make sure that it is definitely part of something on this sheet. Now, I may not say each one of these things, but if it starts showing you that there are lots of details about like the plants and the animals that live there and where it's located, that would probably be something that you would want to click on. If you have a parent working with you, of course, you can use other search engines like Yahoo, Google, or whatever your parent approves of. So let's talk a little bit about it. If I had desert, I would start researching, and I would start in this first box or any box of my choice, but I'm just going to start at the top. It says, where is it located on the earth? So it might have a picture of a map to show you, and you could draw that if you want, or you could write in sentence form, whatever is best for you. You can also look for the weather and climate. There is a difference between them. Weather is a shorter period of time. It is like if I were to turn on the nightly news and see the forecast for the next couple of days, that is weather, like we studied during our weather unit. But climate is something that takes place over a long period of time. So you want to think about the weather. What is it like, for 1 week or so? And then also think, what is it like, throughout the year? What is the weather like? You're also going to want to do some research about the animals. What kind of cool animals live in your ecosystem, and what type of plants live in your ecosystem? It also has this big fancy word down here, and it says landscape. Landscape just means the way that something looks. So for example, if I was doing the desert, I might see sand, I might see cactus, I might see a bright sun. That is what it looks like. And then last but not least, you'll be exploring food chains or webs and just seeing those different types of things. And again, these are things that you can type in if you're having trouble finding them. So I could go to Kiddle.co and type in food chain for desert, or I could type in landscape of a desert, or animals that live in a desert. So that's kind of the way that I want you to search. And then again, making sure to look at those links, those descriptors, and make sure that they match what you're wanting to look for. And I want to talk a little bit about the Shoebox Project. Again, this is something we'll do over the next few weeks. So if you don't have time to start it this week, there are no issues with that. You'll have plenty of time to do that part later. You may not even finish this sheet this time, and that's okay. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to start it and start finding out all the cool things about your ecosystem. So once you're ready for the Shoebox Project, you will gather a shoebox or any box of your choice that you can see the inside of. And basically what you're going to do is you are going to either draw or create or use materials that you have at your house to create what it looks like there, meaning what does the landscape look like? What are the plants that live there? What are the animals that live there? And also you're going to want to illustrate the weather or the climate to make sure that I understand, like for example, in the desert, it's sunny all the time. I would want to make sure that I show that. I wouldn't want to draw it raining there because that is something that happens rarely. So you'll think about that as you create your project. Now, I'll give a little bit more specifics. If I were doing the desert, I might put some dirt from outside to be my sand. I might, go and draw a cactus, or if I have a cactus that's made out of plastic, I could put that inside of my ecosystem to show that they have a lot of cactus. Whatever it is that you have already, please don't feel like you have to purchase anything or go on to Amazon and order anything. This is simply just an opportunity for you to have fun and be creative with what you have. So if you have construction paper, you could make your cactus out of construction paper, and you can figure out a creative way to make it stick, whether it's glue, whether it's tape, whatever it is that you have that could make it work. So if you notice in your packet, there are a couple of examples of what completed shoebox projects look like. Use those as a guide. You can be a lot more creative than that, or you can be less. I just want you to really understand your ecosystem and put those research skills that we practice in class to good use. Again, if you have any questions or you feel like you need more explanation, feel free to have your parents email me, or during our Zoom session, you can ask anything that you need. I hope that you're doing well, and my prayer is that you are enjoying this extra time that you have with your family, and I hope that you are taking time to kind of just grow in your own way, reading books that you've been wanting to read, going outside, whatever it is that you have been wanting to do. I hope that you use this rest time to do that and recharge. Please know that I love you so much and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you next week during our Zoom session. So again, we'll be sending a little bit more information about those sessions soon, and I will see you later. Bye.